Well, hello, and welcome back one more time to the Foray in the Forest. On today's episode, we're going to play Nibbles Nom Nom. And also, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience with this mod. First thing is a disclaimer. This review is of version 1.0, the original release version of Foray in the Forest. There's a big update coming out for this mod soon, and some of the things that I say here in this video may no longer apply once the update is out. It is recommended that if you are going to play Foray for your first time, you actually wait until that update does come out because it'll enhance your first time playthrough. This mod will be even more awesome than what you saw me play. Anyways, I just wanted to give my thoughts on the experience that I had with the version that I played. So, here we go. The first thing that I wanted to talk about actually is the history of Foray in the Forest, which I will read to you part of the Keen Wiki page. The Foray in the Forest project was started by Mr. M in 2009 and was in development for 3 years until a hardware crash paralyzed production. In 2016, Nisaba attempted to rebuild the mod from scratch with the support of Fleeksy and Mr. M, using only a handful of screenshots and one short video recording as a reference. In 2019, King Duke joined the team as the main programmer, and the project was transformed from a classic patch mod into a source code mod. The final game got released in 2023 after 14 years of on and off development. In terms of scope, it is probably the largest community project realized to date. End quote. So, yeah, quite a history. Let's get on to talking about the game itself. And actually, let's start with the most controversial aspect of Foray in the Forest, at least if you read through the forums, the fact that saving your game costs you an extra life. I liked it. Looking back on my experience in Foray in the Forest, it appeals to me. I think it's kind of a cool idea. Definitely got frustrating at times in the tougher levels, but overall, I think it made me feel a lot more connected to the levels, connected to the areas that I found myself in. You're in the middle of some death level full of death everywhere, and finally you hear that delicious, you're saved, you just got your extra life, and now you can save your game. Oh, isn't that much better? And the 4 minutes that I went without saving until I got that extra life, I was really in the moment, on the edge of my chair. Looking back on the trouble that I did run into with the extra life saving system, I believe the problems I had could have been solved by just gathering more lives before I started the level. You know, maybe start the level with 10 lives instead of 3. It also made the drops and the points, and certainly the life water flasks, feel a lot more important. You need them to get through some of these levels because you're going to need those extra lives. And when you finally get one and you've really been needing one, it is super rewarding. That's just my opinion of it, of course. Like I said, it's been a bit controversial on the forums, whether or not that's a good way to handle saving your game. Other people feel differently about that. Your mileage may vary. Let's talk about something that I thought was really awesome, a new feature that I'd never seen before in a Keen game, the ammo dispensers. I was skeptical at first, having a limit placed on how much ammo I could carry, 'cause it's me, it's Hair Monster. I like to shoot everything that moves on my screen. I found that Foray always gave me the exact perfect amount that I needed. I always had as much ammo as I needed. Sometimes I only had 5 shots throughout the whole level, and that's all I needed as I played through because it was more of a platforming level or a puzzle. I can't rave about it enough. The ammo dispensers was so cool. That was handled perfectly. Another thing I want to talk about that I thought was really cool was some of the creatures that I met on the planet of Nosticus Pi. In my adventures with Commander Keen, I've run across a lot of different alien critters on different alien planets. And the thing is, I can usually tell what source they came from, right? I.e., a Maggiefly in Keen 7 is just a reskinned sky pest, or an Atroxian is just a beefed up, modded bluebird. In Foray, however, I saw so many unique creature designs doing completely original behaviors. Creatures such as Waddle, who takes 5 shots to turn into a bunch of little jumping mini Waddles that I don't think that I'm going to get by, but I always do. Or that incredible Mummy, who had fun chasing me around the level and wrapping me up and sending me back to its little coffin. Or the Fat Red Cat. Meow, meow, meow. Or Nasazi, whom I have never seen anything like in any game before, jumping around, helping me out, holding creatures still so I could zap them or jump over them, and also jumping on Keen's head and not letting him go. An amazing cast of unique and memorable characters that really kind of stole the show. Now, I do want to talk about some of my dislikes in Foray in the Forest because it wouldn't be an honest review if I didn't. I only have 2 real complaints about Foray. The first one is the mushroom level. The sudden spike in difficulty really kind of caught me off guard. I was just having fun playing levels, everything was going smooth and cool, and then suddenly I find myself in one of the most evil, hostile levels I've ever played through for my first time. And I think ultimately what kept getting me was how harshly that level punishes you for making slight mistakes. Like even just a small missed jump and you're dead. If you don't land pixel perfectly on a spot, you're dead. I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic and maybe other people's first time in that level went a lot more smoothly than mine did. I don't know. But yeah, that one just I think just needs to be nerfed just a little. Maybe just make it a little bit less deadly and I think it would be okay. My only other complaint is that those little green balls are total jerks. No, I'm kidding. I will actually take the blame for that. That was me being bad at timing and pattern recognition. Truth be told, I thought that the difficulty in Foray in the Forest was very well balanced. I ran into areas and creatures that definitely challenged me, but I can't remember anything that I thought was unfair or that I couldn't handle. Overall, the whole game was very well balanced and quite a lot of fun most of the time. Anyways, I've been yammering on for quite a while now, so I think we'll call it good on the review. Once again, bravo to the mod development team that made this. Bravo to the people who made the soundtrack. This game had an awesome soundtrack. I loved all of the music. Thank you, dear viewer, for coming along the ride with me. If you made it all the way through the whole Let's Play, you are one of the coolest people on Earth. To me. Thank you for watching. My name is Hair Monster, and I will catch you in your dreams.